Multipanel's WetFlor is a resilient, slip-resistant flooring which provides the perfect foundation for your wet room. To begin, check that the fall to gully is even and sufficient to allow drainage. The surrounding floor suitability should also be checked. Measure the desired height of the up-coved flooring around the walls and strike a chalk line. Cut coving strips to length and coat the strips and walls where the strips will sit with pre-mixed adhesive. See installation guide for adhesive mixing and application. Locate coving strips in position mitering to fit around corners. Sand down mitered joints to ensure a smooth finish. Dry fit the area with felt paper, leaving a gap of 15 to 20 mm around obstructions and walls. Cut a surplus piece of flooring into a T shape. Place the top of the T against the chalk line and press the bottom part tightly into the coving, marking the position. After marking one side of the corner, you can use a scrap piece of vinyl as a spacer. This makes it easier to place the second mark. Check the compass setting at the scribe marks and place 2 intersecting arcs to establish the end point for external corner. After marking out the walls, use 3 lines to mark out the drain, allowing plenty of overlap. For fitting of WetFlor inside the gully collar, a circular gully must always be used with WetFlor. Create a check mark across the adjoining edges of the 2 sheets of flooring. This will make alignment easier later on. Lay the paper on top of the flooring and transfer the marks by setting the T-shape to the marks on the paper. Mark down the sides of the T-piece for internal corners. Use the dividers to find the bottom point of an external corner. Set the spacing to the check mark made earlier and scribe intersecting arcs to make a cross. Mark across the sheet and include the check mark. Make sure that all marks are transferred to the flooring. Transfer the marks for the drain and remove paper. Using dividers, mark the shape of the drain around the marks made earlier. Cut out the drain hole. Using a straight edge and a knife, join all the marks together neatly and trim the flooring. Use the crossed over arc marks to set the external corner. Lay the sheet face down and coat the edges that will sit on the coving with pre-mixed reactive adhesive. Brush pre-mixed reactive adhesive onto the walls. With a metal trowel, spread the adhesive onto the floor and coving. Use a smaller spatula to apply adhesive round the drain hole. Ensure any dust or foreign particles are removed from the underside of the WetFlor and then bond to floor. Carefully place the sheet in position, lining it up using the check marks. A heat gun can be used to warm and soften the vinyl, and then use a hand roller along the wall to firmly press the vinyl into the adhesive, creating a strong bond. Push the flooring edges firmly into the corners. Use offcuts to fill in the external corners. Use heat to soften the vinyl so that it is easy to form tightly around the corner. External corners should then be welded to ensure the integrity of the flooring. Use a grooving tool to groove all joints in the flooring before welding. Weld the flooring joints using a colour matched welding rod and then trim the joints using a trim plate or sharp knife. Once flooring complete, roll with a 68 kg articulated floor roller as per installation guide. Following the completion of the floors, Multipanel's wall panels are adhered to the wall using a Type X profile at the floor and wall junction. Multipanel's sound wall brings audio into your home like never before, with hidden music, radio, podcasts and audiobooks all controlled from your Bluetooth-enabled device. Simply, quickly and safely installed. Fix the transducers to the plates using the fixing bolt provided. Then affix the transducers to your chosen surface by adhering to the panel. The speakers must be attached to the panel securely. Any looseness in attachment will lead to inferior sound performance. Plug the red and black connections into the rear of the sound wall amplifier and then plug the amp on. Place it in a dry and ventilated area. We recommend setting the volume to 85%. Turn on your music device and search for Bluetooth devices. You can now pair to the amplifier. Multipanel opens up a whole new world of flexible home improvement. Our walls, floors, ceilings and vanities are easy to clean and completely eliminate the risk of mold. Transforming the way we design our interiors forever, Multipanel is the ultimate trade secret.